We've done backs and now we've had a request to do shoulders. Following the same approach of only doing 3 exercises, so something that you're more likely to stick to, and you want to be doing it every morning to help bulletproof those shoulders. Sticking to only 3 exercises makes this quite tricky because there's so many to choose from. But we narrowed it down to the best overall shoulder exercises that you can be doing, where you don't need any equipment or gym access in order to do it. And those 3 exercises we'll be going through in this video. We want to be focusing on 3 main areas when it comes to healthy shoulders: mobility, stability, and strength. Let's go through each exercise and see how they can help. Exercise number 1 is the downward dog. Now, this is such a good exercise. We used it for the back and the shoulders. Now, this is so good because it will help on all 3, mobility, stability, and strength. So for the mobility side, it's a very similar position as reaching overhead. And you can work to increase this by bringing the body more towards the legs. It's working on that thoracic extension, which is so important for shoulder health. If you're stuck in flexion, your shoulders are only going to get so far, and they're going to have to be working really hard to get the hands overhead. Whereas having that available thoracic extension can really help take the pressure off the shoulders. You can combine this working on strength by pushing the hands forward. This will really help activate the shoulder muscles and get those lower traps doing work as well. Stepping forward and putting more weight through the shoulder is what's going to help with stability. It's very important to gradually build into movements. Don't be forcing or driving into pain. Exercise number 2 is angels and devils. Now, this might sound a bit weird and dramatic for an exercise, but it's great for the shoulders and it's going to help with mobility and strength. How you're setting up is you're laying on the floor, you're going to have your chin tucked in, and you're going to lift hands above the head, keeping them off the ground. You're then going to transition your hands, keeping them off the floor, so that the back of your hands come to your butt. You're going to make sure you don't rest the hands there, but you're going to keep them lifted, and then you're going to return back to that start position overhead, and just keep returning back and forth through that position. Now, these shouldn't be painful to do, and we'll talk later in the video about if these exercises are too difficult. Now, if you want to make this more challenging, you can place an object that your hands have to raise over, or you can try it with a light weight in the hands. This will also add the challenge of having to lift the hands higher as you're having to clear the weight as you're turning your hands over. Exercise number 3 is side plank with rotation. This is working on stability and strength of the shoulder. Classically, this is done on the elbow and mainly as a core exercise, but this will definitely be getting the shoulder working as well. This is easier for stability of the shoulder because you've got the base of the forearm there. Instead, doing it on the hand will be easier for the core but more challenging for the shoulder stability. And adding rotation in will challenge this even more. As you'll be doing this both sides, we'll count the whole thing as 4 exercises. You want to be doing 40 seconds on each for 2 sets, and that'll take you just over that 5-minute mark. Definitely manageable and something you can do every morning to keep those shoulders healthy. If you find the hand with rotation too hard, just take the rotation out. If you find that too hard, go to your knee. And if you're finding that too hard, then use the elbow and build into the others. If you have shoulder pain or these exercises are too difficult to do, then check out this video here, which is rotator cuff rehab and has loads of different shoulder exercises at all different levels that you can try to help build into some of these. I hope this was useful and you enjoyed it, and stay tuned because we will be covering other body parts as well.